Hello again, Techno back here with yet another Advent Calendar unboxing video. And now we are at day 2, a day where, again, we're going to open a bunch of toys because Christmas. So, let's see what we have on the docket for today. First off, we're keeping this very simple. We've got a Jakks Pacific Sonic the Hedgehog, the classic Sonic design specifically. Now, I've had this sitting around for a bit. I actually bought it as an accessory to go with a Transformers custom of all things. But, yeah, it felt like it went very much thematically with the other thing I'm planning to open on stream. Or rather, on this video. So, with that said, let's get him open and take a look. Again, it's the classic design for Sonic that Jakks did. Not the modern one, so he's got those classic proportions. And as someone who bought a lot of the Jazzwares stuff in the day, I am kind of curious how this guy is. He's definitely smaller than the Jazzwares one. These are like their smaller scale ones. And yeah, he's not all that posable, but that's not really a surprise. He's got standard, he's got about 5 points of articulation or so, I think. Yeah, so he's got a bend here at the hips, pretty universal bend. Honestly, like, the jointage is very good on these. This feels better than, like, the Jazzwares ones were, quite honestly, like, from back in the day. He's got that permanently bent elbow, which has a little bit of a range, but not much, just because of the limitations of the head. And, yeah, he can do a little bit here. Again, not a huge amount. He's very limited by the actual head right here. And again, the head has a little bit of range that is in turn itself limited. So really, it's a Sonic who can basically do about one pose. And that's really all there is to him. Does he even stand very well? That's the question. He does not stand very well under his own power. So yeah. It's, again, just to do a quick close up on this guy. It is a good Sonic. It's a good Sonic, it's a good sculpt, very accurate, but because, again, he's got that back-heavy head, and because he's only got those 5 points of articulation and the limitations and such, not a lot you can do with him from a posability standpoint. That's pretty much it. And now that Sonic's all properly posed out and actually sitting somewhere, it's time to look at the other thing I was planning to unbox for this video, specifically Transformers the Movie Autobot Hot Rod. Now, this is a really nice box art here. I believe it was, I think this is Guido Guidi that did this one. But it is, I'm probably going to have to redub that if I'm wrong. But it is gorgeous box art. It's just striking. And it's actually a repaint of the original G1 toy, but in animation-accurate colors, which amazingly had never actually been done before. He's got, like, the tech specs there as well, too, showing it off. I'm not one for buying G1 toys. People who know me do know this. But I will admit, if it is a really nice deco, like how this guy looked in the pictures when they announced him, I kind of was... It's the pink hot rod we've all been magenta hot rod that we've all been wanting for years. So, how could I not? Alright, so we got the instructions, the standard sheet there. I knocked over Sonic. And we got this guy here in the box. Now, on camera, he's actually not coming off quite as pink as he looks in person there. But, yeah, no, it is a really good shade. Match in person is very nice. I mean, I know there's some painted stuff there versus some sculpted plastic. But, yeah, he looks really good. This is a very striking hot rod. And getting him out is very easy. Again, it's Hasbro's modern plastic-free packaging initiatives, which, say what you will about those, I am of very mixed opinions, but, I mean, hey, it gets the job done, I guess. Anyway, it's a G1 hot rod. As I said, the paint match looks really good in person with regards to the match between the sides of the car and the roof, given the roof is painted plastic. It doesn't look like as good as the match on camera, interestingly enough. But it looks, oh my god, this is amazing. And I mean, like, let's look at it here. He's got an actual tempoed chest. It looks like mine's got a little bit of a scuff here, which kind of sucks, honestly. Yeah, that's a scuff in... Yeah, no, that's a scratch. Ugh. Yeah, he's got a scratch in the tampograph there. That's annoying. But that's unboxings for you, I suppose. But other than that, like, it is very nice. We've never had one that doesn't have a foil sticker there. So to have that actual accuracy is pretty cool. Opening the rest of the box here. Digging out accessories. We have in the requisite, tissue paper that they wrap everything in these days that I am hand-handing. We have twin guns. I mean, there wasn't really much else to expect. The gray plastic is really light on them. Like, the last reissue, they did have them in a bit of a darker gray. But I guess it's the same gray that they did here. Anyway, let's transform this guy. I know looking at him just from the underside, just that painted matte face. Like, that gray looks just fantastic there. Just looking at the way that they painted that there. Yeah, just transforming this guy here. It's a fairly simple transformation, but it's a good one. Yeah, he's got the hood that opens up. The head just telescopes up like this. Waist folds around, but there's also this swivels up. Legs extend out. He doesn't have Yeah, he does still have die cast. The feet are still die cast on him. It took me a sec to feel whether or not they were. Legs telescope, lock in. And this comes around like that. Locks in. Oh, right, the waist goes around. This locks into the waist piece. Like so. Head. I think I'm doing the head wrong. It's been a bit since I've done one of these, so bear with me. Bear down for midterms. Bear with me. I'm trying to remember if this is supposed to go up or not. It's been a while since I mucked with this. I'm making sure that I'm doing this transformation right. Oh yeah, no, I guess this is correct after all. Yeah, no, I'm just second guessing myself. So yes, this folds down. The head locks in up here. Oh no, it should go over top. That's the way the detailing is. There we go. That locks in there. That folds down. These fold around. Backpack folds up. And here we have the 86 reissue Hot Rod, who he is very nice. Oh, he is pretty. Again, I'm not a person who normally goes in for G1 toys, but oh, he is pretty in the proper actual movie accurate colors. Yeah, I cannot recommend this guy enough, just from an aesthetic standpoint. If you're like a fan of Transformers the movie and a fan of Hot Rod, you kind of owe it to yourself to buy this toy. Like, again, if you're not a G1 person, okay, that's fair, but this is also a case of it's Hasbro giving us a test bed for what we've been wanting for years in an actual properly colored movie accurate Hot Rod. Like, to compare it to the Studio Series 86 one. Yeah, I don't know how well this will show up on camera, but this one's just got your standard red, and this one has an actual, like, magenta purple tint to it, which just looks amazing in person. If Hasbro's trying to find ways to sell reissues to people again, and get them to buy the same G1 toys that they've bought umpteen times, doing them in this type of deco might actually be the way that succeeds at them being able to pull that off. Yeah, doing a quick close-up on the face here. Yeah, it's a pretty standard Hot Rod face. Can't really complain. As I said, it looks good. Yeah, he's got the little scratch there, as I mentioned, but it's a good toy. Anyway, so there we have Sonic and Hot Rod. As you can see, there was very clearly a bit of a theme to this here, and I'm going to be trying to make the themes to all of these as I film them. So, with that said, hope you enjoyed the video. This is General Techno signing off until the next day.